welcome to Lagos Update on Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. This program highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. I'm Adeola Akindele. In the highlights of the program today, Lagos State Government begins demolition of illegal structures in Banana Island days after Governor Sanwo-Olu's inspection tour. They send more after this timeout. We'll begin today with the story. Officials of the Lagos State Building Control Agency and the Lagos State Environmental and Special Offences Unit Task Force have commenced the demolition of buildings on Banana Island that are in contravention of the Lagos State Urban and Regional Planning Development Law 2019. The demolition team was led by the General Manager of the Lagos State Building Control Agency, Sanwo-Olu, and the Task Force Chairman, CSP Shola Jejelui. The exercise is in compliance with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's directive last weekend when he visited the site of the 7-story building that collapsed on Banana Island. Governor Sanwo-Olu, who said the site of the collapsed building was not originally part of the island's plan, condemned the illegal extension of building construction on the waterways by some developers in Banana Island. The governor hinted that a 7-man committee has been inaugurated to investigate the circumstances surrounding the collapsed building incident and will report back with its findings within 2 weeks.
The illegality is real, and so that's why we're going around other properties in Banana. The excuses have been given that they don't have access and rest of it. It's not acceptable. This is a total recklessness of all of the developers, and we will make a strong point out of this place and all around Banana and other developments that we'll have. And the officers that we also found culpable will similarly be sanctioned, if any.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also pledged his administration's commitment to ensuring the safety of lives and property of residents of the state. The governor was accompanied by the commissioners in the Ministry of Physical Planning and Urban Development, Omotayo Bangoshe Martins, Health, Akin Abayomi, Information and Strategy, Bengal Motosho, Waterfront and Infrastructure, Ahmed Kabiru, Special Advisor, Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeyoye, General Manager, Lagos State Building Control Agency, Sanwo-Olu, among others. Also, during the week, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu assured residents of the state that the Greater Lagos Rising agenda is on course to make life more meaningful for them with enhanced security, conducive environment for investments to thrive. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this in a goodwill message given at the year 2023 Eid Fitri celebration hosted by the First Family with a theme, After Difficulty Comes Ease, taken from Quran chapter 94 verse 6, thanked of those who returned him and his deputy Obafemi Hamzat for a second term in office, and as well the president-elect Bola Tinubu through their votes at the just concluded elections.
We are out and we're here to celebrate for taking everyone through that period and from coming out better, stronger, and mightier. We want to thank Almighty Allah for giving the state and all of the Muslim faithful worshippers the fortitude and strength to be able to go through this very, very important assignment of our religious upbringing. I want to also thank all of our spiritual leaders who were working with us throughout the Ramadan season, for staying faith and for keeping faith with us, for ensuring that we did not fall short of any of our expected prayers.
Earlier in a welcome address, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Ibijoke Sanwo-Olu, urged Muslim faithful to sustain the principle of the teachings of the month of Ramadan by being truthful, peaceful, kind, compassionate, and live peacefully for continued cordial relationship among all, irrespective of ethnic and religious affiliation. Mrs. Sanwo-Olu expressed gratitude to Allah for giving strength and good health to all faithful throughout the month of Ramadan, and as well to all Lagos residents for casting their votes to return Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his deputy Obafemi Hamzat back to continue their developmental strides in the state.
We are gathered here to express our gratitude to God for the strength and good health to witness the end of another Ramadan. Ramadan, as we know, is a spiritual exercise that teaches the virtues of love, virtues of tolerance, the virtues of forgiveness, the virtues of brotherhood, neighborliness, sacrifice, self-denial, piousness, and generosity, among others.
In a lecture titled Charting a New Course for Our Nation, drawing on the ideals of Ramadan, the Chief Imam of Lagos State University, Professor Hamidu Sani, who described the theme of the celebration as apt, urged Muslim faithful to look beyond Ramadan and sustain the lessons learned by being good, disciplined, and imbibe all the virtues. Prayers were offered for the family of the governor, his deputy, State Executive Council, base of the state, legislature, judiciary, and the country, with different spiritual presentations to cap the event held at the Lagos House, Ikeja. Lagos State Government has reiterated its commitment to the completion and delivery of existing and ongoing infrastructural projects and ensuring that the contractual procedures are adhered to in project execution. Commissioner for Economic Planning and Budget Sam Egube stated this during a one-day monitoring and evaluation stakeholders forum with the theme promoting accountability and seamless prepayment certification organized by the Monitoring and Evaluation Department of the Ministry in Ikeja. He explained that this year 2023 budget is a testament to the resolve of the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration to significantly complete existing and ongoing projects, saying a greater portion of the budget is apportioned for roads and other infrastructure for the benefit of all residents in the state. Egube, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Ibrahim Bajomo, said the state government has identified new procedures in project execution and management processes, as well as prepayment certification of projects. He appealed to all executing ministries, departments, and agencies, as well as contractors to adhere to the existing standard operating procedures for project execution in the state. In our keynote address, Special Advisor to the Governor on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeyoye, who was represented by the Director, Road Construction, Tokumbo Yenuga, urged contractors to adhere to the laid down steps to having a seamless experience. Away from that story, the Lagos State government has again restated that the ban on street begging, particularly the use of babies and children for alms on the streets of Lagos, is still in place. Commissioner for Youth and Social Development, Olusegun Dawodu, reiterated the position of the state government on the ban while reacting to the report of the woman arrested at Herbert Macaulay area of Ibute-Metta for indulging in a habit of using different babies for harms taken. The commissioner said the case was brought before Yaba Magistrate Court 5, where the woman was sentenced to 2 months imprisonment without an option of fine, adding that the children are to be taken to the Juvenile Welfare Center for placement through the Ministry of Youth and Social Development for 2 months. Sanwo-Olu lamented the increasing rate of using babies and children to beg for alms in different parts of the state, saying the act is not befitting the status of the state and will not be condoned. Finally, on the program today, Lagos State Government has expressed its desire to partner with the Chartered Institute of Export and Commodities Brokers of Nigeria on the process of standardizing the exportation of commodities in the country. Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, Lola Akunde, stated this when she received the representatives of the institute, led by its president, Ayobami Omotosho, at the ministry. Represented by the permanent secretary, Adetutu Oshosonya, Akonde stated that regulating export processes is a laudable initiative and the ministry is willing to work with the organization to discuss strategies on how to simplify and standardize the exportation of commodities in Nigeria for the benefit of entrepreneurs, the state, and the country. President of the Chartered Institute of Export and Commodities Brokers of Nigeria, Ayobami Omotosho, emphasized the need for a robust regulatory framework that will streamline and enable exporters to easily navigate the export process and promote the commodities of the MSMEs, just as he highlighted the importance of building the capacity of exporters and providing them with access to finance and markets. And with that story, we conclude this week's edition of Lagos Update, a program that highlights the activities of the Lagos State Governor and other state events. You can listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on our website www.trafficradio961.ng and follow us on our various social media platforms: Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Lagos Traffic 961. You can download our app, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, from Play Store for more updates. You can also follow me on Twitter at Adeola Akindele1. Thanks to my producer, Babatini Akinyemi, and studio engineer, Oyeshola Olam, with support from the social media team. The executive producer is Tayo Akunle. I'm Adeola Akindele. Next week is another date. Stay blessed and stay safe.